Hey everyone, this is Schleicher from Gaming Trend and Tabletop Throwdown, and I'm here with Melissa from North Star Games, and we are going to talk about the upcoming Evolution board game online or PC or
digital adaptation.
Yeah, digital. That's a good way to put it because now there are so many devices.
Yes, exactly.
So, why did you decide to make a digital version of Evolution?
So yeah, I think the company North Star Games, they've had a long run of really great board games. We've got a card game line, but then they delved into strategy games with Evolution. And then on top of that, they expanded with climate expansion, flight expansion. We've got an Oceans one in the works. And it just was a really great theme board game. Everyone's got a lot of fans. So they're like, why not? Everyone else is going digital. Let's see what we can do with this. We could even get this in the hands of even more players.
Right.
Making it
And I've heard that a lot of times people will try out the digital game and then buy the actual board game
exactly.
too.
Yeah, and like the digital game plays so much faster. You don't have to deal with counting up how much food you have and things like that. So it
Set
plays,
up and tear down.
Exactly. You can play it in like 15 minutes, whereas the board game is like 45, 50-minute game.
So is this going to be something that you play against a computer or with other people? What are you looking at?
So right now we're testing it out. You can play against the free AI. We've got different AI personalities that we're planning on incorporating. But then we'll also have online multiplayer. Maybe have a matchmaking system, simul play. We've got all these things that we've got on the list too. So
do you know what devices you're planning on releasing it for?
our goal right now is to eventually release the game on Steam and also with iOS and Android, all simultaneous.
Is there going to be cross-play across those platforms as well? Or okay.
Yeah, and so consoles also are down the road. But
okay. Oh wow. Well, that if you can get it on the consoles too,
yeah,
that's great.
but that's like down on the list.
Well, right, yeah, but still, to even think about incorporating that is great. To be able to play against someone that's not on the same platform as yourself, that's always nice.
Exactly.
It grows the player base.
Yeah, we want to make it as easy for our fans to play the game as possible, and playing private games with your friends, it just makes sense.
And I'm assuming that all the pieces, all the artwork, that will all be there as well.
Yes, we've really taken Catherine Hamilton's watercolor art style to heart. We wanted to keep that. Everyone's a really big fan of that and the theme, so we wanted to mirror that as much as possible.
Are you planning on having a tutorial for those who haven't played it yet?
Yeah, that's actually here at the shows. We've got the tutorial going. You can put in what level you are, like how familiar you are with the board game, and then it'll throw you against, teaching you the basic mechanics, but then introduce you to like the carnivores, get a little more aggressive.
So when can we look forward to this?
So right now we've got a Kickstarter coming up this summer. It'll start on August 9th, and people can back us there. They'll get a lot of exclusive goodies with that, as well as the beta, and then we'll eventually launch next week.
So like roughly a week before Gen Con.
Yeah, we're aiming to have it around Gen Con.
Cool, yeah. I always like to have a little implementation on my phone of a game that I know, because then if they're bored or waiting in line or something, I can get a quick game in, and then it's always nice to have that available, even if I prefer to play the board game.
Yeah, I think everyone really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
That's why my
Hey everyone, this is Schleicher from Gaming Trend and Tabletop Throwdown, and I'm here at Origins Game Fair and at the North Star Games booth, and we have a little bit of a big news exclusive as far as a new expansion for the Party Edition.
Yeah, new expansion of the Party Edition. First, Keith, thank you very much for letting me be a part of this.
I'm very happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here. I'm Bruce from North Star Games. We have a brand new thing we're coming out with. A few years ago, we came out with the Party Edition of Wits and Wagers. You can by and large find this in Target or your friendly local game store. And it is a streamlined version of Wits and Wagers. And if you take a look, you put everything in highest to lowest order, you have $100 and $200 chips, and that is the game. Beyond that, it's Wits and Wagers, and that's some of the best questions we've ever put out. However, I'm not here to talk to you about this. I'm here to talk to you about its expansion, which is called Vegas Wits and Wagers. It is this mat. Look at this thing. You can't even get it on film. That's how big it is. You could swaddle a child or a small but attractive puppy in it. It is the size of a welcome mat. Look at this. You've seen Keith in these videos. It's like the size of Keith. And here's the first thing it gives you on one side of the mat. And also, this is neoprene. This is just like a mouse pad. Is it gives you Wits and Wagers Deluxe, which you've played before.
Right.
This is now a version that's huge.
Yeah.
This you can play with 28 people playing 7 teams of 4, and you're going to feel comfortable playing it on a mat this size at 2 foot by 3 foot.
And everyone can see it. And
everyone can see it. Everyone wants to touch it.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a fun mat to touch. But wait, there's more. We're going to flip it over, and on this side, it is Vegas Wits and Wagers. So let's talk about some of the features of Vegas Wits and Wagers. In here, it is basically the game you've seen before. Don't let it confuse you. One of the neat things, and if you said you know Wits and Wagers, you know one of the hardest things is to get people to center around the median.
Right.
So here's what we did. We changed that. If you're playing with 6 players, you're just going to lay out the sorry we're closed, and then you don't have to worry about the middle anymore. If you're playing 5 players, we actually gave you a second sorry we're closed, so that you can play it with 5 players easily. Now you just do largest to smallest.
Okay.
So there's the first cool thing we gave you. Here's the next cool thing. If you take a look at the bottom, if you're like me, around question 3 or 4, you forget where in the game you are.
Right.
So what we did was we put out, now you're going to put out chips on top of those. 1 on the 1, 2 on the 2, 3 on the 3, all the way up to 700 on the 7.
Oh, wow.
Once someone wins, you take the chip, you move it to their winning entry, and now you know you're on question number 2.
I see. That's different.
Isn't it? And then additionally, it means as the game goes on and the arms race of money gets bigger, you're getting more money for being corrected.
Right.
And it's getting better and better there. There's a feature. Next feature, we have the red and black. Red gives you the red side of the table. Black gives you the black side of the table. If you have a feeling that you know it's high or low, but you don't know exactly what it is, perfect way to bet it. Pays you even money. Okay? Third and final feature of the game, of this particular mat, is the long shot. So here's how the long shot works. Let's say you and I are playing, Keith, and I know that you know about football. You might not, but let's pretend for the exercise that you do. And a question about football comes up. We all write our answers down, we put them in the middle face down.
Right.
I then say, I'm gonna bet one of my chips on Keith at 10 to 1 that he's right before I see the answers.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
And that has to be exactly right, not the right answer.
No, it has to be the answer that would pay it closest without going over.
Okay.
It doesn't need to be exactly right. But I'm betting it before I see what you wrote. I'm betting blind that you're so knowledgeable that I'm going to get paid. And that gets paid after the cards go down. So you can't see my money and then choose to throw it. You have to put your answer and then I decide I'm going to bet on it. But if it hits, it will pay you 10 to 1. You can only use the 2 chips that you start the game with. That $100 and that $200 chip. So although this pays huge, it doesn't let the runaway leader get too far ahead. It just lets you get back in the game. And that's Vegas Wits and Wagers. It's a 7-question game. It's just all these different things going on with the board. It adds a couple new decision points, but it doesn't really add complexity.
Right.
It adds one additional step out here with the long shot. What I normally do is when everything comes in, I do it just like a wrestling ref. 1, 2, 3, no more bets.
Cool.
Yep, and that is Vegas Wits and Wagers. It will be coming to Kickstarter on the 19th of August, which happens to be the Saturday of Gen Con. It will also be, if you're out there and you're at Gen Con, it will be on the tables at Gen Con in our booth the whole time for you to check it out. We want nothing more than for you to get your hands on this and get a look at this. This is what we'll be doing. The only difference between what you're seeing here and the Kickstarter is the Kickstarter will probably have stretch goals that will be question packs. Beyond that, you're looking at what there's going to be.
Do you know if on the Kickstarter you're going to be able to just get the mat or get the party edition with the mat?
You literally have named our 2 Kickstarter levels.
Okay.
From what I've been
Great.
told, there is a mat and the game. People have been joking they should also do like an insanely high level where I'll fly to your house and host it for you. I really want North Star to do that, so if they do, there might be that level as like a joke, like a $5,000 pledge level or something. But the main pledge levels are going to be if you already own Party, you're going to have that. If you don't own Party, you can get it with Party.
Be careful what you ask for.
Absolutely. That's what we were joking about it. We did an event for this, and people at the event were like, yeah, people really might, don't lose yourself. People might actually go for that. I was like, well, I get to travel to some neat places in the country. This could be fun. But those will be the only 2 pledge levels. Once again, Party and the game, or Party and Vegas, or just the Vegas mat if you happen to have Party. It will work with Deluxe, but not as seamlessly because the colors are a little different. And yeah, it will work. If you have a Deluxe, don't get angry. You can play them together, but it's going to be a lot easier to play with Party because there's no pink in Deluxe, and it's just a lot easier. And if you have Party in this, you have everything in the line.
True. And to have it on the Kickstarter where you can get both at the same time.
Absolutely.
If you like Wits and Wagers already, it gives you an extra option for you.
Indeed, and if you're one of those people out there that hasn't bought Wits and Wagers, and you're saying, I don't know if I want Deluxe or if I want Party, you want Party and Vegas. That's what you want. Because like I said, Vegas also comes with extra chips to pay off for Party. It comes with a board for Elvis, which this only had a pre-printed one, because he was the low end of the board. It gives you an Elvis, it gives you a pen for Elvis. So it really sets you up with everything you could possibly need to play all the versions.
Very cool. And now we're here to talk about Evolution, the small box version? Or
yes, this is the newest printing of Evolution. So if you remember the old Evolution, and I only said old like currently in stores,
right? Yeah.
It's about the size of a Ticket to Ride box.
Right, exactly.
And one of the issues we had with it was once we came out with Climate, we had Climate at a $60 price point. And then we had Evolution at a $55 price point. And it was just hard messaging.
Right.
And we understood. We said, yeah, we get it. It is hard messaging. It is hard for all of you out there that are buying it. Why would I buy a $55 game when there's a $60 game, a little more going on?
Right.
But we do believe very strongly in Evolution, the base game. It's a fantastic game, and maybe you don't want the Climate stuff. So we went back to the drawing board and said, what can we do to get it smaller, to get the price point down? It's down to $40 now.
Okay.
And with an eye of seeing all these years of play, what can we do to kind of make things already in the game a little bit better? So the first thing I want to impress upon all of you watching out there, if you own Evolution, this is not like a director's cut. There are no significant changes, okay? Here they are. The box is smaller. Change number 1. Change number 2, we now have this beautiful watering hole done by Catherine Hamilton, who did the art on the cards. For those of you out there that already own it, and I can hear you through the internet being angry, come to our website. This is available on our website if you really want the Catherine Hamilton board. Also, to get the price down, we had to get those cool little bags out.
Right.
If you buy a new copy, they are available on the website. If you have the old one, these are now what we have, screens, just like a lot of Euro games.
Okay.
What I think is really neat is we did the foliage at the bottom of the screen. So if you look and you put them around the watering hole, it makes like a little diorama. Not how you'd play the game, but we just think it's really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
The final difference is if you played the game before, you remember there are some cards like Fertile, where you would play them before cards are flipped, before food's flipped. Well, that used to be like a green vine that went around, and that was entirely too subtle.
Right.
So what we did was we put an icon in the top right corner. Now you know, and especially for new players, you now know that this is a card you look at before you flip food cards.
Cool.
The last edition are the 10-point chips. Those you're only going to get in this version. I don't know that we're ever going to make the 10-point chips available outside of this version. They're not necessary, but it was another thing to put less food pieces in the back.
Right,
These
exactly.
worked out for us to help get that $40 price point.
Cool. So if you have the original game, you don't need it, but if you want to save on a little bit of space or you want to try the game, it's a much friendlier price point.
Yes.
And you guys have made a lot of strides to be able to get into Target.
Yes.
Your games are all over there, and so it's widely available wherever you go.
This one, by and large, I don't know that this is in Target. What I do know is this is at your friendly local game store.
Okay.
Whatever friendly local game store or website or dark corner in someone's car that you buy games. If they sell fine games, they probably have this.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time.
No
and
problem.
letting
Thank you
us
so
stay
much.
here.
Thank you so much. I
Nice
really appreciate
meeting
it.
you.
Nice to meet you.